Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start our lesson, we will begin with reciting surah. The first one will be Surah Al-Fatihah, Surah Taha ayat 1 hingga 5, Surah Al-Insyirah, Surah Al-Kafirun, and then Surah Al-Ikhlas by 3 times. After that, followed by selawat ke atas Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam di akhirat kelak. Dan kita niatkan segala bacaan surah dan selawat kita ni untuk kedua orang tua, keluarga dan seluruh umat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kemudian doa sebelum belajar, semoga dengan usaha ini akan membantu pelajar agar mudah memahami dan dibukakan hati para pelajar untuk mencintai ilmu. Okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد 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 محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل 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 محمد
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmat-Mu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmat-Mu, wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku, dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, 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 Ya Rabbal Alamin. In this session, we will discuss about topic 2.1 and we focus to topic 2.1.1 time. And can you please get ready with your notes, page 75 until 76, and your worksheet, page 71 until 73. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to read the time on analog and digital clocks. The second one, solve problems involving units of time, including start times, end times, and duration of events and timetables. And the last one, use 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock notation. Steps to success. The first one, read the time and solve problems involving unit of time. The second one, interpret the timetable given and solve the problem given. And the last one, use 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock. Let's start with example 1. And here we have 3 questions, and this is about conversions of time. And we already learned this conversion of time during your primary level. So I will give you 1 minute to complete these 3 questions. Okay, now for part A, convert 1.3 hours to minute. We know that 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so for here we need to multiply 1.3 hours with 60 and the answer will be 78 minutes. For part B, convert 150 minutes to hours, so we divide by 60, then we should get 2.5 hours. Therefore, the answer for part B will be 2.5 hours. And next, for part C, convert 3:30 p.m. into 24-hour clock notation. So we'll get this. If p.m. means afternoon, alright? So we change that 3 into 15. Therefore, your final answer will be 1530. Next, example 2. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay. A movie starts at 6:45 p.m. It lasts 2 hours and 35 minutes. What time will the movie finish? So this is kind of PSR exam questions. So you should know how to solve these questions. And put like this, put hour and minute. So we put 6:45 p.m. and then it lasts 2 hours. That means we plus 2 hours and 35 minutes. We plus 2 hours and 5 minutes and we should get this. Okay, and look here, it already exceeds 60 minutes, so we need to minus 60, and that 60 we move to hours, so plus with 1, and then you should get 20 here and 9 here. All right, what time will the movie finish? And then the answer is 9:20 p.m. Okay, now, let us proceed with example 3. I give you 1 minute to solve these questions. 1 minute from now. Okay, now it takes 1 hour and 5 minutes for Bob to travel from home to his office. Alright, and then if he wants to reach the office by 8:30 a.m., what time should he leave his house? So that means you need to find out at what time that Bob should leave his house. Okay? So solution, 8 hour and 30 minutes. you subtract by 1 hour and 5 minutes because it takes 1 hour and 5 minutes for Bob to travel from home to his office. Okay, you subtract and then you should get 25 here, and 8 minus 1 you should get 7, and Bob should leave his house by 7:25 a.m. That is how you answer this kind of questions. We move to example 4. I give you 1 minute to solve. Okay, now these are the start and finish time of a DVD recorder. Right? It start by 1445 hours and finish by 1725 hours. For how long? If you said the word how long, that means this question asks you about duration. Alright, so solution, you subtract, then we cannot subtract 25 with 45, so we need to borrow from 17, become 17 becomes 16, so 60 plus 25, then you minus with 45 and you will get 40, and then here you will get 2, and the duration will be 2 hours and 40 minutes. Next, example 5. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now an aeroplane takes off on Tuesday at 2247 hours. It lands on Wednesday at 705 hours. How long in hours and minutes is the flight? I use diagram to illustrate this question. So I put a clock here, and then you need to be careful with this kind of questions because it involves another day, right? And it takes off by Tuesday at 2247 here. And then we settle this one first. Alright. So 2400 minus 2247 hours, and you should get 1 hour and 13 minutes. And then we settle this one. From here, you need to add 705 hours. Okay, 705 hours, and then you should get this. Therefore, how long in hours and minutes is the flight? The answer is 8 hours and 18 minutes. Next, example 6. I give you 1 minute to try first. Okay, now Rahman, Matin, and Hanan run a 50-meter race. Matin's time is 13 seconds. Rahman finishes 5 seconds before Matin. That means Rahman finished 5 seconds earlier than Matin. Therefore, we subtract 13 minus 5 and you should get 8 seconds. And then Hanan finished 3 seconds after Rahman. That means we need to add 3 seconds for Hanan and the answer is 11 seconds. Or you can illustrate this situation by using a timeline like this. Okay. Martin times is 13 seconds. So here is Martin at 13. Here. And then Rahman finished 5 seconds before Martin. So we move to the back, which is at 8 seconds. And then Hanan finished 3 seconds after Rahman. So we move forward by 3 seconds. And the answer for Hanan is 11 seconds. And the question is about Hanan's time in seconds. Therefore, the final answer will be 11 seconds. Now, example 7. I give you 1 minute to solve first. Okay, now, one of these watches is 3 minutes fast. Okay, the other watch is 4 minutes slow. 4 minutes slow. What is the correct time? Okay, one of these watches is 3 minutes fast. The other watch is 4 minutes slow. What is the correct time? So from here, the solution, this one is the watch that is 4 minutes slow. So we add 4 here and the answer is 1202 hours. All right. And then for this one, 12 hours and 5 minutes, we minus with 3 minutes. So you will get 12 hours and 2 minutes. Therefore, the correct time for both of the watches, the correct time should be 12 hours and 12 hours and, sorry, 1202 hours. Okay. Now we move to our last example, example 8. I will give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now the timetable shows the times of 5 buses, and don't worry, not all of the information you're going to use for answering for part A and part B. Just focus with what the question want. Alright? For part A, write down the time when the second of these buses leaves Newton. So you focus with Newton, and the second bus that leave Newton will be at 1641 hours. Therefore, your answer is 1641 hours. For part B, Carl arrives at the bus stop at Arden at 1655 hours. Work out how long he waits for the next bus. Okay, Carl arrived at Arden by 1655 hours, and that means Carl missed both of the buses at 16 hours and 1639 hours and 1651 hours. He missed both of these buses. Okay, so he need to wait for the third bus, which will be at 1714 hours. And the question is, how long he waits for the next bus? So for how long, we need to subtract 17 hours, 1714 hours minus 1655 hours, and therefore the answer is 19 minutes. And here, cows have to wait for cows need to wait for 19 minutes for the next bus. Okay, so that will be the last part for our session. And don't forget to complete your notes and to complete your worksheet. And as usual, we will end our class by reciting doa. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani ya rabbal alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.